Keep the promise.
Educators keep their promise every day of delivering high-quality education for Maryland's public school students. They arrive early, stay late, and go the extra mile to make sure every child has the chance to be number one. They have kept the promise to students, and our schools are number one in the nation for the third year in a row. It's time for legislators to keep the promise to students, parents, and educators by fully funding our schools, providing educators with a secure retirement, and ensuring that local communities and educators can determine how to achieve high standards in their schools.
I kept the promise, and I know I kept the promise because each year kids graduate that no one gave a chance. I would say 30 to 40 kids every year walk across that stage because of what my staff and my team and my school does. And I say my, but I mean it's our school, it's our community, and we have kept the promise.
I kept the promise to my students by going the extra mile, staying after school, really working with all students to try to develop their mathematical abilities. And I think in the long run, some students might even turn out to like math.
I kept the promise because our students actually make it, they finish high school, and these students are English language learners, and they come to us with no or English at all or very minimal English. They end up taking the high school assessments, they pass them or do the bridge projects. Some of them even go on to honors classes and advanced classes.
I've kept my promise by helping an autistic student here at Frederick High School to gain his independence and no longer need the use of an instructional assistant. And in doing that, he is able to pursue his dream of attending college or university.
I keep the promise by making myself available to students and parents. And each time one of my kids receives their diploma and walks across that stage, it's a special time.
I kept my promise by helping my students succeed and move on to the various universities and colleges and use what they have learned in my class and apply it to their majors.
I've kept my promise by encouraging kids to take rigorous courses, to help keep them motivated, to let them know that they have the potential to be strong students and active citizens in our society.
And I've kept the promise as far as trying to bring our community into our building, and then in the same sense for us as teachers to go outside into our community.
On the 2010 campaign trail, politicians made promises to keep public education a major priority. Legislators should keep their promise to students and educators. Here's how. Provide our children and schools with the critical school funding that they need to thrive. Maintain a sustainable pension system that helps us to recruit and retain highly qualified educators and provides them with a secure retirement. Ensure that local communities and educators can determine how to support and achieve high standards in their schools. When you started your career, you made a promise to serve the public school students of Maryland with excellence, and you have kept that promise. Now we need you to tell your elected officials to keep the promise. Here's how you can help. Sign up for MSEA Action Alerts. Text the word PROMISE to 77007 and find out how and when to take action. Contact your state legislators and Governor O'Malley at www.marylandeducators.org/promise. Sign up for Frontline, MSEA's weekly newsletter for the latest news. Encourage your colleagues to get involved in MSEA's Keep the Promise campaign.